Make sure my audio is working fine. Alright, seems like it's working. You motherfuckers ready to get educational? Whatever. Anyway. Welcome to Valiant Hearts, The Great War. So, this is a kind of a narrative-driven game. And it's about World War One. And I've already beaten this myself, but I just wanted to, I don't know, stream it. Just to see if, like, there are some viewers or something who had never seen it before, who would get a neat experience out of it. So, turn my computer down. And yeah. Start a new game. Freely inspired by the events unfolding on the Western Front between
1914. After the assassination of Prince Franz Ferdinand of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, the German Empire declares war on Russia. Because of established alliances, France is preparing for conflict. A few hours after the announcement of the general mobilization, German civilians living in France are asked to leave the country. Karl is one of them.
Hello, Tommy.
A few days after Karl was deported, the war was hungry for more and took away Emil as well. A heavy-hearted Emil was called up to fight and left the farm for Saint Mihiel. Like so many others, he had no idea what fate had in store for him.
So, hold on, I'm gonna turn on subtitles. Yeah, there we go. Veteran mode? Veteran mode turns off the hint system and removes the highlight. Ah, whatever. So in case you couldn't tell, oh yeah, there's these. So yeah, this game is in partnership with this Apocalypse thing. So I guess they did this in partnership with this I don't know, something like similar to History Channel. So it's actually like kind of educational in a way. So yeah. I guess it's kind of needed. So yeah, June 28th, 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the Austrian-Hungarian throne, was assassinated in Sarajevo. As a result of the chain of diplomatic and military alliances in place, the event launched Europe into an armed conflict that, with the involvement of colonies, took on a global dimension. August 1st, Germany declares war on Russia, and August 3rd, to declare war on France. Educational will buy. Well, like, there's just, like... Because this is, like, the first kind of, like World War I game. And there's a reason there hasn't been any really World War I games, because World War I is not very exciting It's very slow and drudging. Or I'll just skip those, I guess. But in case you couldn't tell, the one son, Carl, he's German, so he's called in to join the German army, or he's deported from France simply because he's German. Get the bugle. And this guy, Emile, his father, is, he's French, and he's sent to join the French army.
My dear Marie, we are on our way to Paris. The atmosphere here is strangely cheerful. I hope that the harvest goes well. Rely on our neighbors for help. They've always been gracious and charitable people. I'll write again as soon as I get my assignment. Please kiss my little grandson for me.
So, yeah, just a warning to anyone watching. This shit's gonna get, like, super depressing.
Emile would meet the man he would soon fight alongside. The man who would come to be his truest friend.
He loves his wine. Oh, not a red wine, though.
Dis-moi, elle n'est pas baptisée. Car elle n'est pas besaille. Alcoolo, qu'est-ce que fort? Voilà que...
So the dad has to fight his son, or... Well, I mean, I actually don't remember if they do, like, fight each other, but they are they're basically fighting for opposite sides of the army, so... Bureaus? Or they're in different armies, are they against one another? I mean, like, it's Germans in France, so, yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm free. Where are you from? USA. Good luck, my friend.
August 21st, 1914. Emil's regiment was sent to fight against the 71st German Division, led by Baron von Dorf. The general cheer of the first hours dissipated into the fear of first combat.
Son reminds me of Clay from Shell and Showdown. Yes! Looks a lot like him. Oh shit. Happy someone else on the planet knows the show I'm talking about. Dude, I love Shell and Showdown. I like barely fucking remember it. I don't even remember like what the point of it was, but I remember watching it.
Miss Marie Chillon. Private Emile Chillon from the 150th Infantry Regiment was wounded by enemy fire on August 21st. He has been captured by the enemy. Hopefully, you shall receive news from him soon. Freddy, originally from America, enlisted voluntarily in the French forces at the start of the war. Behind his bravery hid a man already devastated by the war's effects. A man with one sole obsession: punish those who had destroyed his life.
Oh man, that shit is sad. Fuck you, dude. Why you gotta make me all sad? I warned people. I said, hey, if this shit's gonna get like really depressing. All right, so this dude's a fucking badass. We need the TNT. Okay. Or the detonator, or maybe both. Wait. What the f... Oh. French identification tag indicated a soldier's name and surname, the year of his conscription, his place of birth, and ID number. Dog tags were used to identify corpses on the battlefield in an attempt to overcome the problem of soldiers missing in action and unidentified bodies. That's the end of that. It'll switch between them. It'll like go back to it. But yeah. I think there's like 4 different characters that you play as. Wait, diaries. Can't wait to get fighting. Maybe it'll ease some of the pain I feel inside. It'll ease some of the pain I feel inside. And then Emile says, spent another day walking. We heard cannon fire for the first time today. I don't want to have to kill. I must stop thinking about it and get some sleep. Bells all over Paris started chiming at 4 p.m. this afternoon. It was eerie. Somebody in the street told me it was for the troop mobilization in case Germany declares war. I'll write to father to find out what's going on in Belgium. Oh, wait, there's a second one, I think. Oh, I started training at the military camp. I can't help thinking of Carl, who's probably doing the same in Germany. The declaration of war has created havoc. I hope Marie and the neighbors manage to finish the harvest in time. He's the dark character. That can mean many different things, Tommy. Feels strange to return to Germany. At least Emile can take care of Marie and Victor. Not anymore, though, because he's in the army. Things should calm down in the months to come. It's all so meaningless. After Carl, it's Daddy's turn to leave. Why did they I have to call him up? Wasn't enough to expel my dear sweet love from these lands. Why do they want to put Daddy in uniform? He's too old to fight. They've left me all alone with the harvest on the way and Victor to take care of. Letter gave me such a fright. Poor Daddy. He's been wounded and taken prisoner by the Germans. I don't know if he's seriously injured and if he's being well taken care of. I've been told prisoners are allowed to receive letters. I shall write him tomorrow. Okay. Fucking headphone jack. Okay, I've got grenades. Wait. Hold on. Poor Daddy. He's bleeding the fuck out and has been captured by the Germans. Aw, fiddlesticks. Susan, like, what the fuck? Oh shit. Grow up, throw a chair, do something, worthless cunt. Jesus, man. Wait. Can I, like... Can I just use this? Oh. I'm just supposed to, like, lead him over there. So then I can stealth attack him. Bah! And CQC. Yeah, that's right. Get fucked! That was a whole bunch of 128 Americans enrolled in the French army from the start of the conflict, mostly in Paris, including the poet Alan Seeger. Majority joined the Foreign Legion and took part in the Battle of the Marne. Others joined the Air Force, which later became the Lafayette Squadron. 24 gave their lives for France, including Alan Seeger. The media attention they received in the United States played a decisive role in their own country's decision to join the war 3 years later. Drawn up long before the war, the von Schlieffen plan aimed at swiftly overrunning France via Belgium and northern France. After the August debacle on September 6th, French troops turned to face German troops in the decisive Battle of the Marne and prevented the capture of Paris. The battle was the first time Franco-British forces managed to halt the German advance and thwart the main German battle plan. The front retreated northwards and stabilized in December when trench warfare began in earnest. The Great War demonstrated the technical progress of the age. Hold on. Just blew a bridge at better study my history homework. Yep. Symbolized by the machine gun. World War I devices could now shoot up to 200 bullets before requiring cooling and were perfectly integrated into infantry attacks. German machine guns deployment in the front line gave them vast superiority at the start of the conflict. Also, that, like, kid in that photo looks like a fucking ghost. He's, like, possessed. Are you seeing that? His eyes are, like, pure white. So I'm thinking about streaming my work on MS Episode 2 tonight. Alright. Once captured became trophies. When overrun, soldiers took the time to hide or bury them before being taken prisoner. With the arrival of trench warfare, flags disappeared from the battlefield and only made an appearance at military ceremonies. I stream, I make progress. 2 birds, 1 stone. Yeah. Yeah, we seriously gotta get working on that. Wait. Okay, so I blew up the bridge. His grenades. you know, that... Oh. Easy enough. I want to keep this grenade with me. Physics! Yeah! Oh, machine guns. Oh yeah, eat shit! I think that's Von Dorf. The Zeppelins. Carl, damn it, you gotta pick the sentry gun up. That way the bullets go straight, not at the ground. CQC! Damn it. I done diddly diggy dang died. Alright, hold on, let's try this again. No, there was nothing. Nothing of importance. Okay, let's throw it like way over here. Yeah, there we go. CQC! There we go. Rest in pepperonis. Is this fruit? And veggies, I guess? CQC! CQC! Oh, I can't use it. Oh, hell yeah!
Thanks to support from British forces, the German plan failed. The front line moved back to the north, and with the arrival of winter, froze. Soldiers holed up amid a vast labyrinth of trenches.
Labyrinth. It's labyrinth, you fuck.
The indelible image of the Great War. Karl's regiment retreated to the outskirts of Neuve-Chapelle, the same camp where Emile was being held prisoner.
What does he want? He wants the sausages! Oh, wait. Oh, baby, lots of history. Between 1914 and 1918, over 6 million men were taken prisoner, including 1.2 million German and 200,000 British troops. Despite the 1907 Hague Convention and the efforts of the International Red Cross, prison conditions and forced labor proved harsh for conscripts, and hundreds of thousands never made it home. Give him a fucking jacket at least. See, he's a prisoner, man. He's one of these 6 million prisoners of war. Letters remained the only real means of communications within the outside world. Alright, I'll read these like super fast then. Radios and telephones were only used for military ends. Also, just wrote to the loved ones back home, and his war correspondence was free of charge. This created logistical and financial problems. 10 billion letters and postcards were sent to and from the front during the war. The early war postal system was chaotic, but then the front was then separated into 2 sections with each its own postcode. The visit from the military postmaster was eagerly awaited. It's Saturday for a reason. March 10th, 1915, British shells literally rained down on German forces for the first time. The technique creeping... God damn it. And they're gone. Yep. The technique creeping barrage was used. A barrage where the fire of all units targets the same position for a period before advancing one line at a time. The infantry's advance was synchronized at a safe distance behind this barrage so that German lines could then be overrun. That day, 530 cannons fired over 216,000 shells. That is to say, 1 shell per weapon every 2 minutes. In the early 20th century, Great Britain and France governed huge colonial empires and put them to use during the war. God damn it, everything's blurry. Give me a sec. Indian troops were deployed by Britain in the Middle East as well as on the European front and made an important contribution to the war, for many victories were achieved thanks to their bravery and discipline in combat. A moment commemorating their sacrifice stands in Neuve-Chapelle. Mud. Oh, we're learning about mud. You're being gonna not learn things because it's Saturday. Trench life was difficult. Soldiers were confronted with cold, rain, and mud. Dirty water meant that disease such as dysentery, typhus, and cholera flourished. The depth of the mud also presented dangers. Soldiers sometimes drowned in shell holes or in the tunnels leading to the fucking trenches. I couldn't think of the word, even though it was right in front of me. Trench fortifications required the use of explosives. To penetrate enemy lines, long tunnels were dug under no man's land beneath enemy trenches, inside which explosives were placed. The English used cordite, powerful explosive could be detonated at a distance. Okay. This guy's a medic, obviously. What up, dog? Water, fire, and then the sausages!
Dearest Papa.
Papa?
We live in a climate of uncertainty.
Papa?
Germans use the people of Saint-Mihiel as human shields against the French bombings. I hope the Germans treat you well, and that your wound has healed. Your grandson sends you kisses. I sent you a picture of him. Oh, my love. Please write soon.
Adieu, love.
The sausages! The hell is this? Even though photography was not widespread, many soldiers had their photos taken before setting out for the war. Professional prints were developed on photo paper and applied to a hardback to prevent tearing. Some photos are directly printed as postcards, especially group conscript photos. What the fuck? I just assumed the thing on the right closest to the water would... Well, I guess because it taught me that running the wheel equals water. Alright, then fire. And then the sausages! Oh, I guess the sausages never mattered. Oh god! do that with like a plastic ladle? Well, maybe it's metal. Still, though. This music is surprisingly uplifting. For like, literally, horrors of war just happened. Wait, can I climb over this? Oh. Alright, there's like weapon shells. And if you dig into them, they blow up. Valiant Stories Contest memorabilia. What? Lace tightener made by Corporal Lucien Dufortmantel, great grandfather of Benoit Tidra. I am probably butchering these fucking names. From a melted down cartridge case, Lucien served as electrician in a searchlight division whose mission was to illuminate enemy positions. Many thanks and congratulations to our winner, Benoit. Huh. I guess they ran some kind of contest for stuff. Oh baby, it's a bone, but like an actual bone. Probably like a human... That looks like a leg bone. God, the music in this game is great. I love it. Oh, not too far. Crucifix. Oh gee. Majority of soldiers believed in God and wore some symbols of their religion. War offices had to make provisions for different religions, and a variety of religious ceremonies was performed at the front by different faiths. Priests, vicars, and rabbis offered succor and compassion to soldiers. Muslim soldiers from colonies were organized into separate battalions for practical reasons, and their beliefs were also respected. Halal food is provided, as well as Muslim funeral services. I don't know what halal means. Maybe it's like, I don't know, like a Muslim version of kosher or something. I have no clue. Compass. Soldiers use compasses to gain their bearings. I mean, everybody used compasses to gain their bearings. They were used in conjunction with the HQ map. Orienteering was a reserve of officers and non-commissioned officers who issued soldiers directions. Is there like something down here, or... Oh, well then. Dead as fuck. Sausage? Uh-oh.
The British troops continued their attack on Neuve-Chapelle. Their next objective? Take back Port Arthur.
See that gun tower. Oh, there's the Muslim soldiers. What do you know? Jesus Christ. Barbed wire needs to be cut. Oh god. Bah! Oh god. French coins. All troops were paid in their country of origin's currency and paid compensation in local currency. British earned 1 shilling a day, around 3.12 Great Britain. I think GBP is Great Britain pound, or equal to $5.42 US nowadays currency. The standard King shilling and 20 francs every fortnight. These 20 francs had face value of 40 pounds, roughly 50 euros or 70 US dollars, and were used as the main currency with the locals eager to barter whatever goods they could trade. Business always prevailed, so locals near the combat zone would agree on payment in foreign currencies as well. Wasn't that nice? I gotta set up dynamite. What? 2 through 2. Oh. That's 3. You said 2, 3, 2, right? This one's a... Oh, this one's 4 stick. I'm a dumbass. This music. This is like kind of racist. The kukri knife. The kukri knife was used by the Gurkhas, the British unit composed of colonial Indian troops. This Nepalese weapon, a standard issue, became a symbol of the Empire forces. Its heavy, thick, curved blade was designed for striking as well as cutting. Wait, can I go up? Oh, they showed this gun tower in the distance before. Oh.
Merci, mon ami. Du Ragnar. Karl Wiesfender. Yeah, gold.
Amidst the never-ending attacks and counterattacks, Freddy and Emil hunted the elusive Baron and his regiment in Ypres.
Ypres? What kind of name for a city is that? Oh, is this like... I think this is like mustard gas or something.
1915, chlorine gas.
Chlorine
was used
gas.
For the first time by the Germans.
And I think chlorine gas was considered like too harsh, so they've actually like banned the use of it in warfare. Ypres was a key strategic town in Belgium, especially for the British. It was the gateway to the north and thus to Britain. Canadian troops were deployed in the front line, and they proved their endurance and dependability in combat to the Allies. 6,000 Canadian lives were lost in the battle in April 1915. April 22nd, 1915, at Ypres came the first gas attack in history. 5,730 cylinders of chlorine were opened by Germans in favorable winds. Chlorine gas caused burns to the eye, skin, and lungs, even through clothes and rubber boots. The effects were devastating. The only defense found by the Canadians was to cover their noses with a urine-soaked handkerchief. Zeppelins were invented in 1900 by the German Count von Zeppelin, but the first long-distance flight didn't take place until 1908. Zeppelins weren't much slower than the aircraft of the period and were first used in reconnaissance. They could also fly at higher altitudes, so from 1915 they were used to bomb civilians in London and Paris. I guess that means they could also like easily use them for like recon because they could go so high. It's estimated that by 1918 the Germans had employed 30,000 dogs while the Allies employed 20,000. Dogs were recruited from dog pounds in the police force, while many families also enlisted their pets. Dogs had a number of roles as sentries and scouts, in post liaison and equipment transport, and locating casualties and explosives, and mascots. The main breeds deployed were German Shepherds, Doberman, Pinschers, and Bouviers. I don't know, it's French, so I assume. God dang it. Dude, my life was saved twice today. First by an American soldier and then by a dog, but I'm free at last. I saw Carl before the bombing. I hope he made it out alive. I'm gonna try and find him. Hold on, I missed him by a whisker. It won't happen again. My younger brother's letter was sweet. Gave me a real boost. Glad he's back in the States, miles away from this nightmare. The kid has a knack of getting himself into trouble. On the march to Belgium, where this damned regiment is stationed, I'm not alone at least. I met a funny old French farmer guy, Emil. Doesn't say much, but if I understood right, his son-in-law is German. How crazy is that? Not a day goes by that I don't dream of you. Emil, wait. Right there in front of me, sprawling on the ground. Why did his regiment have to come up against mine? Hope he pulls through. He's one tough cookie. Let's find out what POW camp he's been taken to. At least I found Emil just moments before the shells started flying. I hope he's managed to dodge the bombs. The letter he showed me filled my heart with joy. Marie is well and Victor is growing up. That's all that matters. Wait, was there a thing? I thought I saw like a sparkle. I think it was just like dust. Whoa.
What?
At the start of the war, Canadian identification tags were formed by a large aluminum disc, which is because they were an emergency issue and had unique shape. They were soon replaced by standard British tags, as were those of all British Empire forces. Wait, can I drop down? Or, I guess not. Or, wait. There we go. Wait, am I supposed to pump it in? I don't understand. Urine-soaked cloth. The only defense against a gas attack before mask are introduced is to cover the nose with a urine-soaked handkerchief. Urine reacts with chlorine directly in the handkerchief to form less noxious products, limiting the effects. It was not the most hygienic solution, but it was always better than a lung full of hydrochloric acid. Oh, I think, yeah, it showed those 2 carts stacked. So I think I need to put, like, the box on top of this. There we go. Yep. Okay, and then this one is... Wait, what does that do? Zeppelins! Oh, they're dropping chlorine gas bombs? Shako? Belgian Army's distinctive shako resembled a top hat with a rim replaced by a visor. Shako was replaced by the Easer cap, a soft cap with flaps that could be pulled down over the ears. Cap was called the Easer because Belgian soldiers massed behind the river Easer to hold off the German in advance. Seems really weird. No, I want the bone. The bone, please. The bone, please.
What?
All I need is wire cutters.
What?
Can I use the bone as a lever?
Thank you.
Super weird.
You in? Don't worry.
Pocket watch. Time is an important factor in soldiers' lives and military strategies for attacks, and rolling barrages are based on tight chronological synchronicity. Pocket watches were the only way to tell the time.
Her name was Anna, a Belgian student living in Paris. She was hard on the trail of her missing father. For once, fate smiled on them. They were all going in the same direction. But while approaching Vimy, a German squadron spotted them.
They're not going to show her intro yet. I had these weird stages that are like... they're like rhythm-based almost.
Allez, allez. Allez, allez.
Between the sides, there was an imbalance in trench conditions. After securing a head start in trench construction, the Germans reinforced them with iron and concrete, while the Allies had to wallow in mud. The Allies' changeover policy maybe contributed to this. Allied soldiers had 7-day shifts on the front, whereas German soldiers were allocated a specific zone for an indeterminate period, giving them a chance to settle in. Vimy and and Neuville St. Vaast were two positions the Germans were quick to fortify. Here they built the Labyrinth, the complex network of trenches and tunnels connected to underground sleeping quarters. Allied armies unsuccessfully attempted to seize this key position on numerous occasions. Due to the huge number of casualties, in late 1915 the position was declared impregnable. The Moroccan Division, whose motto was "No Fear, No Mercy," combined soldiers from across French colonial Africa and the Foreign Legion. The division included Moroccan Zouaves and Tunisian and Algerian infantrymen. In 1915, the division seized Vimy Ridge, but in the absence of backup from Battalion HQ, they were forced to retreat after 2 days. The Moroccan Division is the only division whose flags were decorated with the Legion of Honor. Naval cannons were capable of firing heavy-duty 800-pound shells. Due to their weight, they were mounted on special rails for transport to firing platforms. In the event of a retreat, artillerymen were instructed to destroy the cannons rather than let them fall into enemy hands. Wait, what the hell? Ah. Oh yeah, there's... I think it's like against the rules in warfare to like kill medics or something. Because medics are supposed to be like neutral. Periscope. To observe enemy trenches without drawing fire, officers and soldiers use periscopes. Mirrors mounted in a tube can be raised above the parapet with no risk to health. There's something way over on the back left that he has to grab. Yep, there you go. You know what? I won't risk it. I don't need no damn help. I know what to do. Oh, they just break immediately. Wait, what was that about? That's what you get for liking dogs. CQC.
What?
Oh, he was in front of a thing. I was just saving him out of the goodness of my own heart, not because he was blocking something. Oh, there's TNT back there.
Hey, what?
There's something I can grab and throw up there, maybe? Hold on. Huh.
What? I didn't.
I want to set up the TNT. It's like, do I have to set up the detonator first?
I didn't touch it.
Maybe I can just have the dog set it.
We. Allez, vas-y.
How do I get that thing in here, though? Yeah. But what I need is a hint on this. How are you barking with a thing in your mouth?
We post.
And I can't, like... Oh! I tried that, didn't I? I just need to do it more. Vial of nevrosthenin? It's combat for illness of morale and physical fitness. Army doctors sometimes distributed nevrostherin injections, a composite of magnesium and potassium intended to give weary soldiers a hearty boost. So what is it, like... Maybe like a tiny shot of adrenaline or like Novocaine or something? I don't know. Quickly appearing smoke. Doing all this to get a med pack? CQC! Damn it. Wait, what the hell? Damn it. Can I not get him? Do I have to just sneak around him? Maybe that's it. Yeah, I think it's because I'm like back here or something. puddle for? CQC! Oh. Hey.
What? Hey. Hey.
Well, we're raged on. Oh god, the music. Oh god! Okay, I gotta go fast. While the war raged on, life continued in the economy too. The war economy was comprised of both barter and currency systems. Soldiers purchased provisions in towns using their pay. In 1914, the pay of a British private in a line segment was 1 shilling a day, the standard king's shilling. Obligatory deductions were made for a wife and children, 6 pence for the wife and 1 pence a day for each child. Nowadays, 1 shilling has estimated purchasing power of about £3.21, or $5.42 US dollar. In 1971, the shilling was replaced by the 5 pence coin, thanks to decimalization.
Hey, what? Bullshit.
Wait, what is this for? Oh. Hold on.
What?
Ah.
Hey, what? What? Hey.
It's actually kind of pretty. There's the medic tent. Wait, what? That scientist guy is her dad?
Escaped again. But Emil had still managed to find medicine for Freddy.
Thank you, my friend.
They were quickly back on the road again. Their journey would take them to Rans, where they would at last pick up the trail of the elusive Baron and his Zeppelin.
Okay, two short ones. City of Rem or I don't remember how the hell he said it. Rem, I don't fucking know. Suffered during the war. September 19th, 1914. As the Germans retreated from the city, they set fire to the cathedral. Then, as the city was so close to the conflict zone, it was bombarded by zeppelins and cannon fire. During the bombardments, the statue of Joan of Arc in front of the cathedral lost a hand before it was dismantled and stored in the catacombs. By the end of the war, only 1,500 inhabitants were still living in Rem. With practically all able-bodied men mobilized at the front, women, children, and the elderly were employed in factories to ensure weapons production. Women took on traditional male jobs, some even held positions of responsibility. This new role changed their status in society, and in the wake of the war, women over 30 years old were given the vote. The Women's Institute held its first meeting in 1915 with the aim of encouraging women to become more involved in food production during the war, and the movement flourished. This guy's got a grudge. Move this thing back to the cathedral. Oh, looks like we need more people. SOS, you need a lever? I don't know where that just went. Probably seems like this is a pretty big area, so there's going to be a lot of stuff. Practically all able-bodied men were mobilized at the front, but production still had to carry on. Women took over men's roles in factories and other traditional male positions, working for much lower salaries. Some even held positions of responsibility and were involved in decision-making. This new role changed women's status in British society. And I guess that slowly came to American society. I feel like I need to find like a lever first. Okay, I need to get a lever first. Okay. Looking for your husband. You're looking for your child, I guess. Dog, where the fuck are you? We needed to get that. While the war raged on, life continued back home, and brands still advertised their products. Naturally, soldiers were used to promote brand image and boost sales. This brochure is advertising war bonds to help the government finance the war effort. Buy war bonds! Well, there's that lever that guy needed. Wait. Is that kid? Up there? Behind the thing? It looks like that kid. Knew it. Oh, there was something. Safety razor was an early 20th century invention and shaved more safely than barber's blades. In 1917, safety razors were standard issue in U.S. soldiers' kit because it had been noticed that gas masks provided more effective protection to shaved faces. Huh. I guess because the hair would keep the mask poofed out a little bit, so shaving would make it airtight. Also, when they mean the barber's blades, they mean those, like, the classic, like, straight-edge razors. Yeah, those are insanely dangerous, because they're basically just fucking, they're basically just, like, knives that you're just putting to your throat when you shave. So, yeah. Usually have to be trained pretty well in order to use them. There we go. Okay, now is he gonna come out here on his own? He better. Seriously, have to go down there? Oh, stupid dog, you make me look bad. So much shit to do. Early gas mask? Well, gas masks were in more widespread use in the front. They were also available to civilians, and in French towns close to the front, like Rheims, they were fairly common. This early model was one of the first, composed of a cotton compress doused in a neutralizing solution and applied to the mouth and nose, similar to the British Black Veil. What's the British Black Veil? I need something to cut that. Okay, need to find like a cutting tool. Look how I still have this ladle. Oh, well that thing's gonna burn.
What? I didn't touch it.
Is it collectible there? War Godmother certificate? To improve morale on the front, an association was created in France in early 1915 to provide succor and support from behind the lines for soldiers without close families. The War Godmother sent letters and parcels, forming close relationships with their godchildren away from the front. Wait. What the? I don't understand. Hold on. I guess just for soldiers that were out on the front lines that didn't really have close families, they would hire these people to be close to them so they could send them stuff.
Oh, merci.
Oh. Man, that old man. Well, there's the Joan of Arc Memorial. I hear sounds of a struggle. Okay. Oh, I see. It closed the thing. Oh, you threw a dud. Wait, do I have to... Oh. Blow the propeller first, and then I can get the engine. Oh. I think that's like chapter 1. Yep. Alright, chapter 2. I think this one is Anna's story. Yep. Obviously
Anna
Paris.
was trained to be a veterinarian when the war broke out.
She's a horse surgeon.
The Germans were only 20 miles from Paris when she received a letter from her father. He was in good health, but implored her not to return home to Belgium until the war's end. Patience, however, was not one of Anna's strong suits.
Well, ain't this pretty? Is this just coals? Little bastard! Inkwell. Ballpoint pens were not developed until 1950 and 60, so soldiers used a quill or nib to write letters. Ink was poured into an inkwell, in which, in order to provide enough ink, the quill or nib had to be dipped regularly. Okay. In September 1914, the German advance took them to within 20 miles of Paris. The government had already fled to Bordeaux and was expecting Paris to fall. In the north, most of Belgium was occupied, but under the king's command, 75,000 soldiers kept Ypres and Isère out of German hands. September 6th and 7th, 1914, General Gallieni requisitioned 630 Parisian taxis to transport troops rapidly to the Marne, where relatively few soldiers were actually transported, 4,000 in all, 3% of the total number. Men deployed in the battle. The impact on the public was huge. The event became a symbol of solidarity for the nation, and the Marne counterattack saved Paris from German occupation. Yeah, I guess that scientist guy is her father. Because of those photos. I looked at it. Wait, what's back here? Anything? Does it, like, fly over me so it would drop it nearby me at some point? Yes, like that. Little bastard. Oh, you know, just kind of wave the key at it. Dear parents, we fled our land before the German advance to take shelter in France with the children. Unfortunately, the Germans kept coming forward and Paris is practically under siege. Paris falls, we shall return home to Liege. Your dear daughter, Matilda. Also, there are diary things? Yes, there are. Okay, Freddy. Those frickin' shells nearly did it for me. There's no way I'm giving up so close to my goal. Apparently their leader's called Von Dorf. I'm gonna get him. Everyone else are just pawns in his game to me. Carl is alive. I caught sight of him flying a Zeppelin heading south. We're looking for him again tomorrow with Anna and Freddy. Wait. This morning in Ypres, Von Dorf made us capture some scientists. The army is interested in his work, and apparently he'll help Germany win the war. Seems like a nice fellow, but it's hard to find out anything else about him. Von Dorf is keeping him closely guarded. Not a day goes by that I don't think about my Marie, little Victor. I haven't seen them for 8 months now. I miss them so much. What is that bottle? Is that milk or something? Broken watch strap, broken by a motor crank handle. Before battery ignition was developed, motor cars were started by cranking a handle. As the engine sparked into life, the operator had to let go of the handle smartly because the crank handle, now propelled by the engine, could cause a nasty accident. Okay, triangle. Oh, he needs water. This music. Oh. Main source of information was the newspaper. Radios were in the early days based on tube technology, and television did not exist. Top of local and national news and news section appeared in the newspapers dedicated to the events on the front. Some newspapers also published daily listings of POWs and war dead. None of these work. This is where she shows she's a medic. Wait, that needs a square? Okay. We're gonna get a triangle thing. The hell? Maybe it's like some... Oh. Oh, clever. It had a triangle in it. So it was like a multi-purpose one. Okay, fill this shit up. Oh shit. Wait, oh. Dicks. Oh. This is ridiculous. This is completely ridiculous.
September 7th,
Alright,
1914.
I think I'll do this one last, like, scene, and then I'll end it.
Anna was proud to help the soldiers reach the front line. When Anna arrived at her destination, she discovered the horrible truth with her own eyes.
Sometimes they hide collectibles and shit back there, but... Wait. Okay, the first 3 months of the war saw especially heavy losses. August 22nd, 1914 was the bloodiest day of the whole war, with heavy casualties. The numbers of wounded were far greater than had been anticipated, and the military health services struggled to cope with the scale of the conflict. Nurses were the angels of the Great War, and were generally volunteers recruited by Red Cross, the army of the American ambulances, to work long, grueling shifts in hospitals both at the front and behind the lines. They played the role of carers, mothers, and confidants. They often feature in soldiers' memoirs and were sometimes their sole companion in death. Majority were demobilized at the end of hostilities. Oh shit, I wasn't looking at the button. I think the flask is, kind of before they had, like, actual, like, anesthetics, they would, like, fill you up with alcohol, basically get you drunk as fuck to kind of numb the pain.
Seven months went by. Driven by compassion, Anna devoted herself, body and soul, to healing the wounded and the sick. Every life saved was another small victory over the war. The conflict, however, raged on.
Yep, there we go. Shrapnel shell remnants. A shell containing lead bullets. Depending on its settings, the shell might explode on contact with the ground, sending its contents flying, or in the air for even more destructive results. Wait, that's just like a bullet? Huh. Hold on. Situation is horrific here. Yesterday I was in my warm, cozy apartment, and now I'm in the depths of hell. There's so many dead, so many young lives lost. I managed to save one soldier this morning, but there are so many others to tend to. Tomorrow I'll try to get closer to the front so I can help those most in need. It's a scarf? I don't know, maybe I need like an axe to chop that down or something. Okay, water. You need a saw? Is it for amputations? Because goddamn. Socks soaked in refined tallow and coated with formal, the most effective way to beat the cold and damp, frostbite, and other ailments. That at least is what the adverts had people believe. However effective the socks were, Soldier's best friend was always a nice dry pair. Were they like socks that are really good at like not getting wet, I guess? There we go. Oh god, are we gonna have to saw this dude's leg off? Or just his arm.
Si va, mademoiselle.
Needs water. Oh, I can do that. This guy over there needs a crutch. That I don't have.
Si va.
Oh. He needs a cast. Oh, there's a cross. In their journals, soldiers often recount their losing war against lice and rats in the trenches. Apart from lice powder, the only other prevention against lice was fine-toothed metal comb. Often when soldiers took leave behind the lines, they were scrubbed down with hot water, their clothing boiled, or a new uniform issued. Maybe I could use the scarf as a cast? A shovel? Maybe I could use that as a crutch? Oh god. Oh god, the flies buzzing. September 1914. My dear daughter, we are making headway through the French countryside. The landscape is beautiful. I'd much rather be enjoying it with you than killing people. I think of you all the time. Your father, Wolfgang. Okay, I could probably use this as a crutch. It's like vaguely crutch-shaped. Yep. Okay, and let's cut down that tree. Which, where did I... There it is. Oh, there's a thing. Mess tin. Both dishes of this mess tin have holes in them. Not hugely practical for eating, but life-saving for one soldier. The mess tin bag was worn at kidney height. When the shell exploded, this mess tin slowed down the searing hot shrapnel in flight, which, although it wounded the soldier, helped him live another day. Mess tins were blackened using smoke to prevent them glinting in the sunlight. But there's a thing. The war effort suddenly required a larger medical corps, and there were not enough qualified personnel, so manuals were published and distributed to help volunteers train. Manuals provided a whole host of practical solutions to logistical and medical problems at the front, such as how to make a splint or a stretcher using rifles and their straps. Could use that as a cast, definitely. I remember when Nick said he'll finish this game. Hello, Jaden. I also remember when I thought of him as my brother. Whoa. But that's a German soldier. Well, this is what I mean. I think medics are meant to be entirely neutral. So they'll help either side. That's why it's like absolutely like against the rules. Like even though war is like you're fucking killing each other, it's like they do have rules. I think it was I don't remember his name, Sun Tzu or something like that. He wrote that book, The Art of War, and he kind of made like regulations. And I think one of them is you're not allowed to kill medics because they're entirely neutral, and or at least some of them. I don't fucking know. I think Red Cross is like they're neutral and they're meant to help either side. I think some medics were probably sided either or, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking out of my ass.
With a new weapon near Ypres, Anna's hometown. Anna got en route to warn her father about the imminent danger. Reaching the outskirts of the city, Anna was greeted by the screams of sirens. The deadly gas was already here.
Alright, I think I'll do this one last, like, chapter. Okay. Dubbed Wipers by British troops due to its difficult pronunciation. Yeah, it's fucking difficult to pronounce. The Belgian town of, I'll just call it Wipers, was a strategic position during the war. A hub for road, rail, and canal networks, it became the target for sustained bombing from 1914. In 1915, the Germans even used chemical warfare on the town. By the end of the war, the majestic cathedral and town center were nothing but ruins. In the wake of the technological advances of the early 20th century, the vast scope of this industrialized war brought developments in all fields: aircraft, submarines, dirigibles, and tanks. Great progress was made in the fields of medicine, surgery, medical hygiene, and radiology, thanks to Marie Curie's work, who took thousands of X-rays of the wounded. World War II, the war that scared the earth, but for Connor it was Tuesday. It's World War I, Jaden, not World War II. World War II happened like 30 years later. Oh, this is probably going to be another one of those, like, help like a million different people kind of deals. Okay, keys to something. Stream Tetris Ultimate. Apparently it sucks on PS4 though, so... Hello, pal. I'm in the town of Ypres. I don't fucking know how to pronounce that. In Belgium, a pretty wee town that must have been bra before the war. The beer too in the bed. I'd much rather be down and out with you, though, boy. I'm off to the front in 2 days. Take care of your son and say how to the family. Stream Sonic 09. What the fuck game even is that? Jaden, you're like the resident like chat shit poster. Wooden top with a string, common toy of the age. During the war, toys gradually became more war-based. Through board games, children could fight out famous battles while other items ridiculed the enemy. After the war, toys and games became more pacifist. Oh, she's got a gas mask on. I was wondering, like, what the fuck is up with her face? Guess I'll see inside that cathedral or whatever. The thing that needed the keys. Cog? Whoa. Am I gonna find like a bunch of cogs? Yep. Okay, the little one. Yep. Okay, and probably have to find a insanely big one. Like that one. Hold on, though. There's probably collectibles here. Just a minute, sir. Knob is all that remains of this walking stick. The stick has been carefully sculpted as a souvenir of the trenches. Unfortunately, a broken walking stick is of no use to anyone. I think like some of them give you like this really like educational background, and then some of them are just like, oh, this is what this is, and then they'll even make like kind of a snarky joke. It's like, it's kind of weird. Wait, I have to go to medical school to learn to do that. Yeah, you need to go to medical school to learn how to push buttons. Wait, sounds like there's someone else in there. Somewhere. Shit, I bet I have to go to school to learn how to give proper hand job to my boss, too. Yep, you got it, Jaden. What the hell is, like, left? Did I miss something? Okay, obviously I missed something. Wait, oh, there's an exit over there. Can I, like... Oh, do I have to, like, drag him, or... Oh, there's a doorway here. I'm a dumbass. Oh, god damn it. Wait, it lets me push this for... Oh, so I can get out there? Hold on. Let's explore around. The trains are generally housed outside in the yard in homes of all social classes, so during the night bedpans were used. In well-to-do households, servants were charged with emptying the pans. Wait. This... That thing seemed like strangely highlighted. Like as if it would be important. I don't know, maybe it just looks weird. God damn it. Ugh. Hair went into my eye. God, still stinging. Okay, yeah, these seem like very important. Wait, 1, 4, and then the train had 2, 6. So 4, 6 for... I'm getting these for something. Where the hell would I use this information, though? There's a painting on the ground there. Yeah, so 4, 6, and then... The hell? Am I missing another doorway? There's something I can like pick up and throw. Okay, there's underground. There's like a ladder up to it, so... Oh, let's try backtracking a little bit. Okay, I still need a lever for that. Oh. Alright, so I'm like trapped over here, so let's just look around, I guess. Maybe there's like something I can hit. Is that all I'm missing? There's like a cabinet I forgot to open that would give me information or something. Oh! Oh. So yeah, 4, 6. Stereoscopic camera. A camera that captures 2 simultaneous images on glass plates, enabling relief images. Use of the camera is relatively widespread because the device was small and readily transportable. What does it mean, relief images? Fourth. Okay, so 4, 6, 8, I guess. How the hell is this gonna work? Wait, do I have to, like, let go? What the fuck? It's like I tried that and it didn't really seem to work. Ooh. I think I remember seeing photos of what looked like that scientist guy on the wall. So is this like her father's house? And that's the wife? Chemical formula is a description of what happens to soldiers' lungs when they inhale chlorine gas. Chlorine gas reacts with water in the lungs to produce hydrochloric acid, creating horrendous burns. There's that lever. Oh, some grenades. So put this in the well, pull those up, and then probably throw it at that big thing of rubble next to her. Uh-oh. Snap one of these.
The governess revealed to her that her father, an eminent scientist, had been kidnapped by Baron von Dorf, who was eager to use scientific advances in warfare. Anna set out in pursuit of the Baron and encountered Emil and Freddy. Destiny brought them together. They had survived the enemy's wrath. Their gunfire, bombardments, gas attacks. Now, with her father within reach, Anna wasn't going to let him sleep.
And with that, we'll leave off. So, yeah. Seems like a good enough place to stop. Well, I mean, not really narratively, but I'm tired as shit. And so, yeah. So, hold on, let me check my email real quick, just in case. Okay, check my spam folder. Alright. Doesn't seem like I got any new follows. But, yeah. Thank you to everyone who came out and watched the stream for tonight. And, yeah, for any new viewers, I stream every day at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or, I think that's... I think it's GMT plus 4 or something. I don't know. Eastern Standard Time. Except for Mondays. Or unless something comes up and I have to change the schedule. Or, like, if I'm going out or something and I can't stream. And if you want to get updates on stuff like that, you can follow... You can, like my Facebook page and follow my Twitter page. Because I do announcements and, like... and like other important like schedule changes and whatnot. And if you scroll down below my stream window, I have a section labeled links where you can find links to my Facebook and Twitter, and also my YouTube where I archive all of my broadcasts because Twitch removes past broadcasts after a certain amount of time. So I archive everything there, and also a link to my SoundCloud if you want to listen to my music. So yeah. There probably won't be that many more parts because this is a kind of short game. So maybe another 2 to 4 more streams. Probably 3 or 4 more, and this game will be finished, so yeah. And, alright, that'll be all for me. See you, peeps.